Sonny, Joey, 500. Got some goats in the building.
Get ready for a shakedown.
Prepare for a shakedown. We from Philly where they clap like huddles when they break down. Get ready for a shakedown. We underdogs, my guy. Kinda used to all the hate now. Prepare for it, man. Y'all get it. My QB got swag. My wideout is award winning. His fly was fly. Joey and 500. Like and subscribe. Yeah. Here's a quote you can sing back. Shake squad up and don't be a dingbat. It's a shakedown.
Don't you frown. Here comes the shakedown.
Let's go.
Yo, everybody, the way. Dingbat here, and welcome to 10-1. Because the reality of the situation, no matter how you look at it, the Eagles are 10-1, and Joey, we've got a lot to talk about. I mean, we got a lot. This was a wild game, dude. This was a wild game. What is going on with you?
Some ups and downs in this game, definitely, but definitely a lot to talk about. 10-1. We don't want to seem like we're complaining. Don't hog the nog. Don't hog the nog. But you know he's hogging the nog.
I'm of course. Pause. That's got to be a pause, right? It's got to be something, But continue before I was distracted by the egg hole.
No, it was up and down game, and you would call this dominating, scoring your first 40-point game, which is great. I mean, no doubt about that. But at the same time, got some questions on defense. You had a new quarterback come in, for the Green Bay Packers and Jordan Love, and it just did not look good. So we'll talk about all that. But for assurance, the offense had a big comeback. That I forgot how many yards they had on 364 yards on the ground today, which was fantastic. This was the game I was looking for with Miles Sanders and the rest of the running backs. I have to look at his stats. I didn't look at him. I was updating myself, but I did not look at it yet. But definitely a lot to talk about.
Well, let me tell you some of the offensive stats. The Eagles had 363 rushing yards. I think that was like the most since like 1948, something like that. Jalen Hurts was 16 of 28, 153 yards and 2 touchdowns. Beautiful touchdown to Quez Watkins at the end of the half. I thought was a clutch throw. Rushing, he had 17 carries, 157 yards. And Miles had 21 carries, 143 yards, 2 touchdowns. He averaged 6.8 yards a carry. I'm sorry, but let's start with the good stuff first.
Yeah.
This offense was freaking awesome tonight, dude.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts was awesome. Miles Sanders was awesome. The offensive line was awesome. And Green Bay couldn't do anything about it,
Yeah, that's true.
They were awesome. Our great with Dave for Super Chat. He goes, special teams. Gannon, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson injury concern. We're going to get into all of that. Believe me. I'm trying to start with the positive things first because
before it becomes a meltdown.
Before the Jonathan Gannon people come at me. Samuel Mays, thank you for Super Chat. The first half shootout between Hurts and Rodgers fire. It was. I mean, if you were just like streaming a game, right? If you were just streaming this game, watching this game, you're enjoying it. But if you're an Eagle fan, it's like it's frustrating on some aspects, But offensively, I thought they were really, really good again. They ran the ball really well.
Really well.
Umbrella Man, Dave for Super Chat. He goes, how about Cox and his big sack? Huge. Yeah. Yeah, he has a big sack, apparently, yes.
He does.
Dre Day, Dave for Super Chat. He goes, yes, sir, we 10-1. Let's go. Oh, yeah, legit 10-1. Kazi, Dave for Super Chat. He goes, how about the Philly? Hurts MVP, baby. Hurts played like it today. Hurts he was fantastic, especially with his legs.
Today.
They just couldn't stop him. Mike Dave for Super Chat, he goes, our defense is more suspect than the times 500 forgets to say pause. Yeah, we're going to get into that. That tastes so good. I love it. Pause. I'd said pause this time. But I think, I think offensively, they did a lot of good things, we did. And to start that game up 13-0, it was great. But, I didn't expect, or to some level, I was hoping to see more from the defense. And that's what everybody's already talking about is the defense. So we'll just get into it. Jonathan Gannon pisses me the hell off.
Yeah.
I am not going to be a fan of his scheme. I don't like his philosophy. And I'm going to give you 2 drives that prove exactly my point. First drive, Aaron Rodgers is hurt. His last drive, Aaron Rodgers played. He was obviously hurt. Every play he was grimacing going down. He does nothing to blitz him. He does nothing to test him. He does nothing to expose this guy who's injured. You have an injured bird with clipped wings, and you're letting him off the hook. Then to come out and then let Jordan Love go down the field the way he did. Didn't blitz him, didn't pressure. This kid comes in cold. He looks like $1 million. I mean, there was a 2nd and 4, 2nd and 6 play. I can't remember what it was. They rushed 3 people. What are you doing? You're only up 14 points.
Yeah, 74-yard touchdown.
I do not understand what he does. I really believe that he has the talent around him. There's a lot of talented players on this team, but he does not put him in the right position. Nobody can convince me anything different. They just can't. What are your thoughts with it?
No, I mean, I think as the game progressed, we actually saw some stunts in this game with Fletcher Cox and Hassan Reddick. They were actually doing some stunts, which got pressure. It garnished us some sacks. We sacked Rodgers 4 times today. I think it was 4 times. I could be wrong. There was pressure at certain times, but it's just at other times, you have these guys move back, and like you said, you're only gonna rush 3 guys, and I don't know what you're doing. The slant passes, we're still getting killed on it. Slay is just, you know what I mean? The secondary is just getting killed on the slants. I mean, I said to myself, when Jordan Love came in, I said, this actually could be a bad thing because there's no blueprint on him. They don't know that he hasn't played this year. Right. So he's going to come in. And he was getting the ball very easily, but Marcus Epps on coverage, the single high safety with Epps. I mean,
Marsha Epps.
Okay.
Marsha.
I'll give credit to Kevon Wallace on obviously deflecting that ball that probably would have been a touchdown in the end zone. So he did good there for once in his life during the season. But Marcus Epps, I mean, I can't. But Chauncey Gardner-Johnson going down took a big hit, but we'll talk about what kind of rose to the top of the crop in that safety position a little bit. We'll talk about that soon.
03, David Superchat goes, you, Joey, said the truth about the defense, but Jalen 100 to go. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, Jalen was on top of his game. We got 493 people in here. I'm trying to catch up to the chat. Thank you, guys. 1 sec. He says, how about them Eagles? Yeah, how about them Eagles? Shout out to you. I mean, listen, I'm going to say this. We got to keep everything in perspective. We are a 10-1 team. We won. The defense got it. They got the job done. At the end of the day, they scored more. We scored more points than them. I think we have to address these things because we don't want to just push it under the bed or under the rug because we won. We won, but we got to identify some of these things,
But are they addressing it? That's like you bring in Marcus Brady. I mean, you bring in Marcus Brady or Fangio as a consultant. Is there anything going on? Has Gannon been reprimanded behind the scenes or no?
I believe he is. I believe he's on thin ice because I don't know why you would bring an offensive coordinator to consult a defensive coordinator unless you think that he's not picking up on something, in my opinion. Mr. Rudy Poo, I like that name. TJ Edwards has been very bad in run defense. His coverage has been better, but he's catching tackles on the runs. Baby arms 2-0. I'd rather Dean. Well, he did have one play where he stuffed the run. I remember, but yeah. Unknown the depressed Packer fan. Thank you for Super Chat. He goes, good game, Joey. We got a future in Jordan Love. Jordan Love looked great. We made him look like $1 million. Gandalf the White. Thank you for Super Chat. He goes, the middle field open for most of the night. Is that Gannon's scheme or Gardner-Johnson's absence or both? We have the worst special teams. It's kind of been, I kind of think it's scheme because we've had that problem the last 3 weeks before Chauncey Gardner got injured.
We gave up three 40 to 50 yard kick returns tonight. We literally gave yardage and points away tonight.
Oh yeah, special teams was horrible.
Horrible. They took a deep from their end zone. I mean, you're getting 40 to 50 yards on 3. I mean,
I was happy we got it to the 27. I was so happy. I was like, oh, we got it to run by
Boston
both
Scott
Cowboys.
ain't impressing me on kick returns either. So I mean, they're running in the piles,
Yeah.
man. I don't know what's going on.
No, we're gonna talk about special teams. Like I said last night with Gannon, I think the problem is just the way he's built, like in DNA. Like I don't think he will ever be that guy that puts pressure on quarterbacks, that goes for the kill. Like I don't think that's him. I think he's a counterpuncher, and he looks at it like I'm up 14 points. I'll let them go down the field, waste a lot of time, and then I'll give it back to my offense. But the problem is, and one of the things I said last night that I don't like about Gannon, and it happened tonight, was he puts extra pressure on the offense to have to move the ball.
Yeah.
He's putting more pressure on the offense than they need. And they responded and answered, but I don't think it's fair to the offense. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's not, and that's going to make the offense take big shots downfield too, or take a shot because they can't keep. You're running the ball, but you're wasting a lot of time on the clock too, which is good. You're moving downfield, but you're letting these guys take a lead, and they have to end up playing catch up at the end. So I understand.
Now let's talk about the star player on defense, because Chauncey Gardner-Johnson goes out, and Reed Blankenship comes in. And not only that, he comes in and Rodgers is going to test him, and he does. And Tortyville, shout out to him in my chat, was going, they're going to test him. They're going to test. They did, and he jumped it. He got Rodgers, picked him off. And then he was in on several tackles. I mean, Blankenship was good, dude. We found a safety. Oh. As soon as Chauncey Gardner come back, bye-bye Marsha Epps. Those were my two safeties, Blankenship and Chauncey Gardner.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. No, because before that pick, he had like 3 tackles that whole series, and like, holy crap, like he's making some tackles, and all of a sudden he just takes his speed right in front of the receiver and gets that pick, and holy crap. I mean, he had the penalty, but
he baited Rodgers. I wasn't worried about the penalty. Like I thought he was fantastic, and you compare him to Epps. Oof. Epps has never made a presence like that on it, Reverend Bebop, shout out to you. He goes, Blankenship had the ball the whole way. He did. I mean, I was really, really happy with Blankenship, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he was the one highlight on defense I really was happy about. Rashad says, David Super Davis, Quez starting to get more active. Yeah, Quez did. I thought that was Devontae Smith at first because I saw the 6. But that touchdown, that was a great pass, great catch, you know. Look, offensively, they moved the ball. I mean, they did everything you could ask.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think they're passing to Miles Sanders a little bit more because obviously the deficiency we have at tight end right now, that it's not a strong position right now? Do you think they're using more of Miles because of that reason?
Maybe. But Miles is capable of doing it. And
oh yeah.
And so, we've talked about this before, that they don't use Miles enough. I think tonight was how you should use Miles every week.
Yes.
It's a perfect. He had 21 carries. That's right around, I say, between 17 to 21 carries, somewhere in that range, rushing, and then 5-6 catches out of the backfield. I thought they used him perfectly, and they should do that every week. And teams are going to have a problem.
Yes.
I think Miles can do it every week. I do.
We tired them out so bad to the point where they had to fake injury a couple times because they needed a water break, man. Like like when we had Chip Kelly, when teams used to do that to us every single game because of a fast-paced offense.
Right. Glizzy says reports our Hurts contract could be $50 million a year. I think it's a little too much. I think that's about right. If you look at what Kyler Murray got, around 46. Yeah. And then you have Lamar Jackson. I think that's about what he's going to get. I don't think we're going to get out of it. Just set it up so he signs the extension, give him a big signing bonus, have the money kick in against the cap, not next year but the year after.
Right.
That'll free up some things for us to do next year.
Right.
You're going to have to draft really well, but you have to. I think he's going to get. I think it ends up being 48. I'll say 48. Rich MC said 3,500 favorite Christmas vacation movie moment. Favorite movie moment. Such a good movie.
There's a lot.
I think I like the sledding, where he puts that shit on the sled, and then he goes flying. I think that's hilarious.
I like when he's making fun of his boss and he's calling his boss like 50 different names.
Yeah.
Before they kidnap him.
Yeah, that was hilarious. Jordan, thank you for the super chat, my man. He goes, Gannon needs to go now. Eagles brought in 2 players and a special coach. He's gotten too many chances. The players are bailing him out. If not this week, I give him next week. But anyways, 10-1. Now, I mean, do you really think, and thank you for super chat, I mean, do you think that they would really fire him mid-season right now when you're 10-1? I can't see it. They're just going to give him as much help as possible, you know? Old Soul says Hurts was dominant. Yeah, Hurts was the MVP this year. This game. MVP. He played like I thought him, Miles, I thought they were dominant. I thought the offensive line was really good. You know, the one guy that kind of bummed me out is AJ Brown.
Again.
Bad fumble. You can't do that. That's 2 weeks in a row. It almost looked like the same type of fumble, you know?
He looked deflated after that. He got the touchdown later, but he just looked deflated the rest of the game. So hopefully he got the Titans next week. So hopefully he has more juice going into that. Plus, everyone was saying he was sick the whole week. I don't care about that. The guy has got to protect the football with both hands. He always tries to get all these yards. If you got 4 guys trying to pop the ball, you got to protect that damn ball. It's too that costed us, man. I mean, that was off the Reed Blankenship pick. I mean, that would have been. We left 16 points off the board. This score should have been almost 50 points.
Oh yeah,
tonight.
No, I agree. I'm good. I agree. Yeah. He's got to clean that up. They got to clean up those turnovers. That one 4th down play where they looked like they jumped early, and then Kelsey kind of snapped it right up his ass, and Hurts was trying to get it, and Miles ran. Miles actually got the first down. That was a horrible spot.
Yeah, it was a horrible call. Yeah.
You know. But those kind of things, they got to clean that up. This is 3 weeks in a row where they've had more than 2 turnovers, or at least 2 turnovers in a game.
Yeah.
Sarvin says Philly 500. We need to get rid of Covey. He's trash. Trash as hell. I love this. This is a stupid Cowboys fan with stupid Cowboys logic.
Lucky.
Overrated ass lucky. 10-1. You're not catching us. It's over. Brandon says Hurts won't get the same money as Murray. Arizona is built completely around Murray. The Eagles have an elite offensive line, top receivers. Philly relies on Hurts much less than Arizona does on Murray. I don't know about that. I don't think you can look at tonight's game and say that they didn't rely on Hurts more. A lot. I mean, he had 17 carries, 50 something yards.
He broke ankles. He broke savage ankles today. He was hurt from getting twisted up. You see that at the beginning of the game?
Yeah. There's no way that plus the thing is, it's not just what we think he's worth. It's what he's going to go for. If you're a top 5 quarterback, what he's doing, put up the numbers he's doing, he's going to ask for a lot of money. I hope he gives a team friendly discount and all that, but I'm not counting on it.
No.
Yeah, I saw some people talking about Robert Quinn. I haven't seen Robert Quinn. I don't even see him.
He was in pass coverage today.
He was. I had a couple people saying that Hassan Reddick was in coverage more than he rushed. Now, I don't know what the exact statistics are, but I don't understand Gannon, dude. I don't understand his philosophy. Gandalf the White, thank you for super chat. Goes 2 stunts and 2 sacks. Why we can't do that more? Outlaws, we've been talking about blitzes, stunts, and all that stuff for what? Since like last year.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
And thank you for super chat. I don't know. I don't know why he doesn't do it more. Bonzology says Dallas lost to a broken thumb Packers. Yeah, they did. Man, Dallas Cowboy fans are really they're really anxious. They're really nervous about us. They really don't understand why we're 10-1. They can't figure it out yet. Jones boy, thank you for super chat, my man. Appreciate it. I love that little jersey in there with the JB99. Brandon says, too bad all that success hasn't translated in playoff wins. Who are we talking about? The Eagles? Who are we talking about? Can't be talking about us, right? J.O. says, Cowboys let foot off the gas because they were stopping the Packers 28-14. The fourth quarter was over. Cowboys got bored. It happens. Well, all I know is the Cowboys have two losses more than us. And, another win closer to the division. Philly, Gannon squats when he pees. Gannon sucks my balls so hard it actually hurts. I've never hated having my balls so. Man,
How do you know that?
How do I know about?
No, him.
Oh, oh. I was gonna say I'm trusting him. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's crazy. This was a wild game, man. You felt like the first quarter this was going to be a wild. When it was 14-13, like, this is one of those games. You know, you figure 40 points you should win. Green Bay's got to be thinking we scored 33 points and still lost. You know, that's frustrating, man.
Yeah, offensive game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Gannon is our weakest link. My biggest fear about this team going into the playoffs is Jonathan Gannon, and it's not going to stop. It's not going to change. We talked about the beginning of the year, going into the season. Biggest fear, Jonathan Gannon. Nothing has changed, you know?
No.
No, Gannon's consultant didn't help that much. I just don't understand. Okay, like Jordan Love just checked in. He's cold. He's coming in. Dude, are you going to test this guy? Are you going to bring pressure? Are you going to challenge him? No, you rush 3. And then on third down, he has all day to throw a slant, and he goes for a touchdown. It's like, you've got to be kidding me, dude. Like, that's unacceptable. And then when Rodgers is sitting there, every play he's crouching down. I'm saying to my screen, Rodgers can't throw over 5 yards. Everything's going to be a quick little screen.
Right, that's what he was doing with A.J. Dillon and Aaron Jones.
You've got to go at him. Hit him again. He's done. Knock him out. You could put him out of the game, you know, not in like a mean way, but I'm just saying, like, you know, that's what you do.
I agree.
And he just doesn't do anything. I don't understand it. Torteville says Gannon would revive Russell Wilson's career. Guy, he's another one. Talking about escaping. Imagine if we would have gotten him.
I don't know.
It would have been bad.
We'd be out of draft capital. We'd be out of everything.
It would have been bad. Mike, Dave for Super Chat, he goes, throw Gannon and Covey in the Schuylkill. Here we go. The captain, 10-1 hater, stop talking crap. Listen, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with identifying your weaknesses and talking about it and still being happy and glad you're 10-1. I'm not. When we talk about Gannon, I'm not taking anything from the Eagles or the team or what they did. That's why I started out talking all the good things. But I mean, but every time we've taken a 14-point lead, every time it looks like it should be a blowout, the defense lets these guys back in. It's every week. Every week. Look at all the games that we've been up by by double digits, and then how they always come back.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, Glizzy says, Philly, this team is different. I really stress during games. It seems like they're never out of it. I feel like that with the offense. There wasn't one point tonight with the offense that I was like, I don't know if we can move the ball here. How are we going to move the ball?
No.
I never felt that. I knew we would get points. I knew we would move the ball, you know. But to me, it was like, oh, I got to talk about this for a second. But to me, it's like I just on defense, I always feel like with Gannon, I'm going, all right, when are you going to do it? When are you going to do the right thing now? You got the players to do it. When are you going to do it? When are you going to bring the heat? When are you going to bring it? Do you see Rodgers is hurt? He's hurt. Go at him. Go get him. He can't throw the ball. Go get him. And he doesn't do it. Shug says, how about the Sean Taylor statue? I got to talk about this because, I mean, Sean Taylor was a great player, and he would have gone down as one of the great safeties of all time. What happened was horrible. But the Washington no-names, they can't get anything right. They made a statue of him. It was like a mannequin with soccer cleats, Adidas
I saw that.
It was like wired arms. You know, it's like, dude, we put a statue of Foles and out there after the Super Bowl. We put statues up, like we put real statues up. They didn't do it. And then if you see his family looking at it, like what the hell is this? That franchise can't do anything. They can't get their name right. They can't get their team right. They can't get the right quarterback. They can't get anything right. And they totally screwed that up big time. How embarrassing it is to be Washington. Christmas, baby. Thank you for super chat. He goes, can't wait till the 24th of December. Go Cowboys. I can't wait either. Christmas Eve, when Santa's getting ready to come to town and the Eagles are in town, and it's over for the Cowboys. Juan says, Sean Taylor is my favorite Washington player of all time. Yeah, he's probably up there for me too. I always liked him. T.L. Hopkins, thank you for super chat. He goes, beginning of the season, could you guys imagine 10-1? No,
not at all.
No, I thought we'd be like 7-3 right now, somewhere around about like that. It's great that we're 10-1. Bonzology says there is no doubt that Jalen Hurts is current NFL MVP. It's not even close. He's definitely. I mean, how can you argue with that? Like, I know. They're Mahomes is having a hell of a year too, but damn, Hurts tonight was
fantastic.
Was fantastic. I love Hurts, but he isn't at $40 million. You're going to have to pay him. I don't see any way out of it.
You can't. Mm-hmm.
But I got to tell you, there were a couple times he got up slow. He looked like he took a shot, and I'm going, you gotta stop. Like, I think you got to get away from running him so much. Like today, it worked, but I don't think that longevity is
every game.
Work if he's taking those kind of punishments. Reep says, I still can't get over 363 rushing yards. Feed Miles every freaking game going forward. It works. Let that O-line work. Oh, I agree. Titans will beat the Eagles. I'll worry about that.
They had a rough day too. They had a very rough day.
Yeah.
The Bengals.
The thing is about them is I don't know if they could score enough. I don't know if they can score enough against the Eagles. Brandon says there's not a market for Hurts outside Philly. He won't get more than 40. I don't know, man. You guys are pretty sure that he ain't going to get any money. I don't see it.
Depends how far he takes us too. Like,
you can't tell me there's a lot of coaches that wouldn't take him.
Oh,
like what are we talking about?
If you put him on the trade block, I can't imagine. I can imagine. Like, I'm not saying you could do that now, but I'm just saying if you did, there'd be a lot of interest.
Yeah, Harry Towers, thank you for super chat. The guy in Kelly Green is so overweight. How dare you? I'm so hurt. Oh my God, whatever will I do? Oh my God, I have to go see my therapist. Oh my God. Because you said that, I will put 10 more pounds on. So my knees want to thank you, you prick. But thanks for the money. Jones boy, thank you for super chat. He goes, God rest his soul, but bring Jim Johnson back. That's what we need. I think Harry Towers is Jonathan Gannon's brother. Right? This is like his real brother in real life. Jonathan Gannon, what's up? Do we get Jordan Davis next week? Great question. I don't know. He's eligible to return, but I don't know.
He ran out of the tunnel today. Like, he jogged out of the tunnel today. So he looked really good today. So we'll see.
Yeah, I agree. I hope he's ready to go, Let's see. Last time we were 10-1 was 2017 Super Bowl sniffing. Oh, yeah. I mean, look, it's all about home field advantage. If you get home field, you get your bye week. I don't think anybody comes to Philly and beats them. I think they go to the Super Bowl in the conference. Then it's going to come down to playing Buffalo or Kansas City. It's going to be one of those teams,
Yeah.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, I don't know. Like, they said it was his ribs, right? Is that what they said?
Yeah, plus that he was questionable to come back. He wasn't out immediately, so maybe it's bruised.
But even if it's broken, I've seen guys play with broken ribs.
Yeah.
So he'll be back. I think he'll be okay. We got 897 people in here in both streams. Thank you guys so much. If you haven't, click the link in the description. Go sub up my man Joey Shakes. We thank you guys for being here, especially this late. It really means a lot to us.
Yes, definitely.
Oh, look, Joe Higashi, legit late kick. 500. What up, Tubby? 500 and Joey Fat Boy Shakes. How goes the leftovers and the eggnog? Eggnog done. Nice win. You guys are too cocky. Remember the bet past second round playoffs where you say, hey, how come I always feel like he's changing the parameters of
every week?
I don't know what it is. But, Philly just got in from the game. I was there and sad I couldn't watch you. Oh, Salty Seaman.
Did you not see that coming?
No, not until it was coming out of my mouth.
Salty Seaman.
But thank you, Salty Seaman.
How do you know?
It's okay that you couldn't watch me. I hope you had a good time. War pipe. War pipe and Salty. Yo, I'm back, Philly and Joey. WWG1, WG. Yes, from Melbourne, Australia. Yes.
Appreciate it so much, War Pipe.
That's where we go one, we go all, is what I think that stands for. That's a funny name. Caden Bless, I have to read these names now carefully. Smokes puffy cigar from Hawaii's. Great. I'll have to do it. Jalen Hurts versus Tua for the Super Bowl would be epic. Yeah, Miami destroyed the Texans today. You know? Yeah, it's funny, man. Yeah, what do you think about the special? Like, dude, I think the special team stinks, man.
It's not going to change, and Michael Clay needs to get fired after this year because it's just you got to be on your game. Like, especially, I mean, I don't even necessarily care about if they're not going to change Covey. It is what it is. But if you're kicking off, you can't let them get past the 40 to the 50. You can't give them
they're
3
running
times.
It out in the back of the end zone.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
they 50.
Teams know that we're weak at that position. So,
yeah, worst behavior says special teams coach need to get. Yeah, I totally agree. Denzel 500 says, great game, Philly. Love from Hawaii. Shout out to you in Hawaii. I would love to be in Hawaii. But, yeah, it's crazy. Sorry, brother, but Hurts has more moves than White rerun. That's probably true. That's true. I just look better doing it. Gandalf the White says 500. Gannon's not changing the scheme. I think we're one and done because of Gannon. Dude, that's my biggest fear. Because Gannon, you gotta be aggressive, man. I don't understand where the killer instinct is. Like, I would love to hear and I'll listen later, but what Seth Joyner says, because I know he's got to be going, my God, Aaron Rodgers is hurt, can't throw, go test him, go at him right now. And then Jordan Love checks in from the bench, he's been sitting there cold, and he goes down in 3 plays, scores a touchdown. What are you kidding me? It's ridiculous. Mike says, and Dave from Super Chat goes, Jim Johnson needs to come back from the dead and slap Gannon with his war pipe. You ain't kidding, dude. You ain't kidding.
It's not good. It's really not good.
No. But, I mean, the positive stuff today that you can take is that, the offensively, man, they were ready to play. They were ready to play, and they dominated. And Jalen Hurts dominated. Miles Sanders dominated. I mean, I can tell you right now, my 3 MVPs of this game are Hurts, Miles, and Blankenship. Like, to me, those are the guys that really stuck out, But, yeah, it's frustrating. I'm really curious to see the snap counts. I want to see how many times Hassan Reddick was actually really dropped into coverage. I don't know. I think that Gannon's got to make some adjustments. He's got to be a little more aggressive.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, I don't worry about Hurts either, Matthew. I never felt like we were going to lose this game. Like, people were like, we're going to lose. I'm like, we're not losing this game. And I felt that way because of Hurts in the offense.
Yeah, but what but I'm saying, like, if our offense struggles, like, that's what I'm saying. If our offense is struggling, you can't rely on Gannon in this defense. Like, that's because even we were down in the Washington game, like, even we're down he's not aggressive, and I don't have any faith in him if our offense is struggling and he's not going to come back with anything more aggressive than what he's doing right now. It's really hard to tell.
Right.
So,
yeah. No, I hear you. Oh, yeah, but says Gannon pisses. There's quite a few Gannon supporters who think that he's absolutely fantastic and that he can't do no wrong. I don't agree. I respectfully disagree with them. I didn't like the way Schwartz did things. I definitely don't like the way he does. And I really don't think the Eagles do either. I don't think he can be on. I think he's got to be on thin ice. I don't understand why you would make all the moves that you made and then tell me that you're totally comfortable with this guy. You don't bring an offensive coordinator to be a consultant unless there's something that you're worried about. No?
Can't get away with this every week. You just can't. Like, it's playoffs. You're not getting away with this in the first game, depending on, maybe it depends on who we're facing, but you end up facing the 49ers or, God forbid, like, it is going to be tough. It's going to be really tough.
Yeah, Nick Sirianni, the cannoli eater. Nothing makes me more mad than the love Gannon gets to me. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree. And the thing is the one thing that it does, and that we have to remember, and what I don't like is that you're putting extra pressure on your offense. You're forcing them to have to go out and make plays, because your defense either gives up too much time on the field and they're tired, they need a breather, or you give up you score a touchdown and you go right back and they come right back on you. I think it just puts too much pressure on your offense.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Schwartz would have been so good. Schwartz would have been, one thing with Schwartz is he would have found ways with his wide nine to generate pressure.
Yes.
Even though he didn't blitz enough that I like either, and he didn't press up enough with his corners, he would have done a better job. There's no question. Now, I'll say this again. I don't think Gannon's a dumb coach. I don't think he's a bad coach. He may make a better head coach. I just don't like.
He's a different type of coach defensively. That's all it is.
I don't like the feel. I feel like he doesn't have a feel for the game sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. The Juice member for 23 months of Dingbat Nation, man. Thank you. AJ Brown and the fumbles are becoming regular. Yeah, that's got to stop.
Not good.
Got to stop that. That really.
And they couldn't tackle the guy going downfield. They couldn't tackle the guy going downfield. That gave me a heart attack.
Yeah. Tortiville says, I think Gannon would be better off being a position coach versus a quarter. I think so too. He may be a better head coach too, where he's not calling plays. But man, I don't know. Like when I seen clearly every play they're showing Rodgers, like after the play, he's literally bending down, going like,
and they're
trying
not
to breathe, like
taking the kill shot.
You're not going, this guy's wounded. Go test him out right now. He can't throw 10 yards. He can't. And they didn't even try. That's what like infuriates me, you know?
All right, so before you continue, so this is what AJ Brown had to say about the game in general. So AJ Brown said it took a lot for him to get ready for this game. He lost 7 pounds due to stomach bug. His eye is bloodshot. Evidence of long week throwing up. Took until the second quarter until he was feeling right. So I don't know.
Well, I understand that's hard because I had food poisoning and stuff before. Like it took me a week to feel 100%.
Yeah.
But when if you're on the field and you catch the ball, you can't fumble the ball.
No,
you can't. Yeah, drop down. Don't fight for the extra yards. He was fighting for extra yards. You know.
Yeah. How did you think Devontae Smith played? I thought he had some good catches. I thought
Devontae was fine. I thought there. What I liked about Devontae tonight was there were a couple times where he caught the ball and he made a move, broke a tackle, and actually got a few extra yards. Like, for a little guy, thin guy, he does that. I don't think they use him enough.
No, I don't.
But he's still probably. I bet you he's still, and I'll look it up. I bet you he still led the team in receptions. Yeah, so receptions. Devontae led the team with 4. AJ Brown also had 4. So Devontae had 4 receptions, 50 yards. Brown had 4 catches, 46 yards. Quez with 3, Miles with 3. So he's still, despite all that, he still led the team in receptions. Yeah. So I don't know. Today was the game for the run. I'm okay. I'm okay with the offense. Hurts was pissed when he had to come back in the field and seal the game. He was exhausted. Yeah, and that's what Gannon's defense does that I have a problem with. It just puts so much pressure on him,
Like this is crazy though. Like this team is 10-1, and like I don't want this to feel like it's a loss. We were making it seem like it's really that bad. And like we said, we're not talking about the coach. We're not saying that he's a bad coach. He's a different style. He runs a different style defense, but it's worrisome going into the playoffs and allowing this to happen. God forbid. You're facing Aaron Rodgers, and at least they got 4 sacks today, but still they could have done better. They could have been up another 16 points today. They could have done a lot more, but it worries me a little bit going to the playoffs. The playoffs is a clean slate. So we saw how it looked in the wild card game, last year. Obviously, it was different times, but the whole team just fell apart. I don't want that to happen this year. I really don't.
Yeah, I agree. At the end of the day, we're 10-1. That's all that matters. At the end of the day, you won. But what I want to see change is I know he's not going to change his scheme. I just hope he could change his aggressiveness and start to understand, like get a feel for, like, dude, this quarterback is hurt. Go at him, or you got this young kid coming off the bench. Test him. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to see from Gannon. Mike Davis Super Chat, he goes, Gannon is a bigger liability than 500's belt during Thanksgiving dinner. That's very true because Philly 500 doesn't wear a belt at Thanksgiving dinner. I'm too smart. JMB, thank you for Super Chat. He says, Cowgirls fans think we're scared of him. I know, it's the most ridiculous thing ever. We ain't scared of Clown McCarthy, Empty Hands Lamb, and slow as syrup Zeke. Stop the spam and leave. Dallas stinks. Yeah, they really think we're scared of him. And then they keep typing things and be like, we got Odell Beckham. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
Did he wake up out of the
And it's still not even final yet. He's still visiting. It's not like he's already made his decision. Like, I feel like, what if this whole thing with OBJ going to Dallas is like,
he's not going to get Dallas. He's going to go to Buffalo.
I'm just saying, to get more interest from other teams. Like, it's kind of using Dallas as like kind of a scapegoat to get more interest.
It would be the greatest thing ever.
I'm telling you.
Would be hilarious if the Eagles signed him out of nowhere just to piss Dallas off. God, I would love to see that video from Mark Holmes.
Under
Philly
the radar.
fan always, thank you for Super Chat. Put Quez in full time. Quez was great tonight.
Oh man, that back shoulder catch today. Oh my,
yeah, it was a great pass and catch. Quez is like, you know, he made up for that fumble against Washington and then some.
Oh yeah, he scored last week too.
Dang says the biggest NFC threat to the Eagles still plays in Philadelphia. Yeah, it's true.
And it's on their coaching staff.
Yeah, the offense will be good, even better when we get 88 back. I mean, losing Goddard's a big deal. The defense must get better. Use the blitz more, mixed coverage up. Gannon is too conservative, does not want to get beat. That's exactly right, and that's my issue. You know, I just wonder, how do you change that or fix that? That's the thing. You know,
I get it.
Marshall, thank you for Super Chat. Appreciate it. Because I literally shouted when I seen Rodgers was limping and couldn't throw, go after him again. It's going to cause a big game. Yeah, agreed. As soon as you see that, you've got to test him. Because I'm telling you, I don't think Rodgers could have thrown 10 yards.
No.
Like he was trying to get it to the running backs right away with those screens. That whole drive, he didn't throw the ball. He couldn't. And every play is going down. I'm like, you got to test him. You know, you hit him one more time, he might not get up. You know? That's what drove me nuts.
Yeah.
Philly fan always, thank you for Super Chat. Says Gannon needs to get Cannon. Yeah, absolutely. Gannon pissed me off tonight. You know, when we went up, when we were up, was it 40-30?
Yeah.
No, it was 40.
No.
It was 40. It was 37-23. I believe it was 37-23. And we're up 2 touchdowns, and that kid comes in, and on second down and 6, you rush 3. I'm going, what are you doing? Like, why are you not challenging this kid right now?
Because since they had the lead, they're trying to keep everything inside to waste time. He doesn't care about if they score. I'm telling you, like, once they get into that lead in the second half late, they're going to play that prevent. They're going to sit back and they're going to react and keep it inside the wasted clock.
But see, I don't think I feel like that's unfair to your offense because it's putting more pressure on your offense. You know, they don't need more pressure. Hurts doesn't need more pressure than he's got. You know, why make it worse for him? Dan says, I think Goddard injury is a blessing in disguise. It's telling Jalen he can rely on more than just the big 3. Yeah, that's true. You know who we didn't see tonight? I think one play was Pascal. I thought he was going to be a little more involved when Goddard got hurt, but he was.
He hasn't been involved. He hasn't been involved since Pittsburgh. Really, that's the last game he really was involved.
Yeah. Ted Cancun Cruz says 500 shakes quote toughness. Fuck Gannon. This team benefits from close games. We are the Eagles. F the rest. Listen, winning close games definitely means something, you know. Yeah, Smitty was great tonight. I agree. I thought Smitty was really good. Like I said, he runs strong, you know. There was something I wanted to read. Where did it go?
Yeah.
I don't know where it went. So,
what are you looking for?
There was a comment I wanted to answer, but I don't know where it went. Matthew says, I never feel confident when the D is on the field, even with big names. I know. I hear you. South Jersey L official page says, my guy's 500. What's going on, man? How are you?
What's going on, bro?
Yeah, I think that the San Francisco 49ers is good. I think the NFC Championship game is the Niners Eagles. That's what I think it's going to be. Niners Eagles. It should be interesting. We got 934 people in the chat. If you're new to the channel, like, subscribe, click on the link in the description. Go sub up my man Joey Shakes. Definitely sub him up. I really think it's going to be one of probably the Niners Eagles, and that'll be an interesting game. See, I don't think the Eagles are necessarily like everybody's saying we're going to lose to the Titans. I think the problem with the Titans now, if I'm the Titans, I'm giving Derrick Henry the ball 30 times.
Yeah, it's injuries, it's their offensive line, and it's Tannehill. Really, he's not a good quarterback. The offensive line's a mess right now. I think they had another injury to the offensive line after that game today.
I don't feel like Tennessee can score enough to keep up with the Eagles.
Yeah,
like, I still think we'll be able to move the ball, score points. But at some point, if you can go up and take them out of that running game, it's over. The game's over, But Derrick Henry's going to be a problem. Just expect the guy to have a monster. He's going to have a monster game. I'm telling you right now. Just expect it. It's just another game where Jalen Hurts and the offense will have more pressure on them to go out and keep the lead, just like tonight. And that's the ultimate thing that bothers me with this defense is I think you put more pressure on your offense constantly.
Yeah, true.
South Jersey says Blankenship was cool, but needed word on Charlie Gardner Johnson. I heard it's a rib injury. And it sounds like he ain't gonna be like gone for the year or anything like that.
Right.
Philly 500 again. I really hate the Giants. I want to lose to them twice. Why? What? Philly 500. Gannon, I really hate the Giants. Oh, that's Gannon's way. I think he's saying that's how Gannon thinks.
Oh.
Yeah, probably. Hopefully Davis will be back. Yeah. Do y'all think they ever talk to Gannon? He stinks. I don't know. I mean,
I don't think
they went out and they got him defensive tackles. They got him 2. They got him offensive coordinator to be a consultant. You got Vic Fangio.
What else do you need?
Like, what else can you give the guy? And then why would we think that he's doing such a great job when you have to constantly do all these things for him? You're not bringing in a coordinator. Like, it wasn't like they brought the offensive coordinator to be a consultant for Steichen. They brought it for the defense.
Yeah.
That tells me that they're saying he needs another perspective. He's not, you know what I'm saying? So I think they like Gannon. I think they think he's a good coach. I don't think they like the style of play either on defense. They can't possibly, Davis doesn't fix the run defense. The scheme is the main issue. Philly struggle against the run 4-man line when Davis, Detroit, carved Philly up. Yeah, I mean, Davis, though, I will say this. When Davis plays, the run, the average run is like it goes down by like 10 yards, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot.
Almost like a factor by 10. But you're still right. The main problem is the scheme. But Davis has been able to make an impact. So there's that.
He's got great guys to learn from. I mean, you get him back into the mix. Obviously, you have some extra guys on the roster. Anthony Rush will be taking him out, or a couple of guys, and and hopefully with Maddox coming back on the defense, going to help with some of these slants, some of these easy slants that they're picking up every single week. And we really need him back. Like, we really need him back.
Yeah, I love Cowboy fans. They actually are like they actually try to downplay being 10-1. If Dallas was 10-1, we would have 24-hour coverage all day long talking about how great the Dallas Cowboys are. Mark Holmes would have 9,000 videos and all that stuff. So I don't want to hear that. You got your ass beat. They keep bringing up Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush don't play defense. Why did your defense get destroyed by us, especially in that first half? You know? Jimmy says 500. I say throw to Smith until they stop him. They can't. No, you can't stop Smitty. I think they should use them more too. I think they should use them on some deeper routes. Now, I know today was a little bit hard. It was really windy when that game started. So, I'm going to say this too. Maddox, the Eagles miss Avonte Maddox. Josiah Scott stinks.
He's horrible.
He keeps getting picked on. We need Avonte Maddox back soon. When does he come back? When can he come back?
I haven't heard a damn thing. I haven't heard a damn thing on him yet. I don't even know. What is the injury again? I don't even remember what the injury was.
I think it's an ankle. I think it's an ankle. But man, we need him bad. Like,
still early. It's still early, so I mean, we have some time to get some guys back, which is good.
Yeah.
So
exactly. So we got over 900 people in the chat. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you haven't, click the link in the description. Sub up my man Joey Shakes. Sub up Philly 500 if you're on his channel. Make sure you check it both out. We bring out a lot of stuff. I don't know. I mean, we're 50 minutes in. I mean, it's 1:10 in the morning on the East Coast.
Yes.
I don't know, man. I think I think I said pretty much everything I can think of. Is there anything we're missing?
The Saints lost against the 49ers. That was a big one.
So we're picking 7th, I heard. Now.
Yes, 7th overall, it looks like.
So 7th overall. Who do the Saints play next week? That's the question.
Green Bay.
They play Green Bay next week?
Well,
that may be a break if Rodgers can't go.
Yeah, that might be a tough.
Let's see. I'll find out right now. Let's see, Saints play. They play the Buccaneers on Monday Night Football.
Okay.
That's another loss. That's another loss, especially because the Buccaneers lost today to Cleveland. Oh man. The Bucs lost to Cleveland.
Now, since the trash teams beat some of the good teams, that's going to help our pick out too. I think the Raiders won against I forgot who the hell they played today. The Jaguars beat Baltimore. Yep. It's been a crazy day today, so that's definitely going to help.
Thank you for Super Chat. He goes, remember when Trevor Diggs was getting cooked and all the Cowboy fans said he got picks? Eagles lead the NFL in turnovers last I checked. Absolutely. Yeah, and Diggs didn't have a great game against the Giants, by the way. He gave up a big touchdown. Yeah, I think that right now they're picking 7th. It looks like they got to play the Bucs. That should be another loss, but that is a division rival game, so we have to wait and see. Right. But I like the fact that the Buccaneers are coming off a loss. And let's say this. Right now, currently, I believe that every team in the NFC East is a playoff team.
Right. Yeah, if it ended today. Right now.
Every team. I don't think that's ever happened before where every team in the NFC or a division is playoffs.
Mm-mm.
Right? I mean that I think Washington plays. Let me check. Yeah, Washington Giants, 10 a.m. Man, it sucks the Eagles. I wish the Eagles were playing at 1 because I would
London?
love to screen that. No, not London. I meant 1 p.m. I'm saying.
Okay.
Washington 7-5 versus the Giants 7-4. That's a big game.
That's a bit. Yeah,
that's a huge game. I wish that game was on like Sunday night or something.
Well, who do you want for that game? What's better for us that game? Giants losing another game?
Probably Giants losing another game only because we split with Washington, and we haven't played the Giants yet. So we're 3 games up on the Giants, and they got 2 games to play them. So. But the way Washington's playing right now, I think Washington's got the edge in that game.
Best against the run. Very good against the run.
Yeah, because Giants, I don't know, that defensive line for Washington is good.
Yeah.
Calvin says 500. I hate Gannon. I hope we don't lose to the Giants twice. And Giants fans. Me too. Yeah, I got you. Lauren says I looked ahead. I don't know what she said. Before that, Jimmy says 500. A win is a win. Can't wait to crush Dak and Stinky Cowboys. I can't wait either. I really believe that Christmas Eve game will be for the division. I really believe that's going to come down to the division. So I can't wait to beat them. It's going to be a great night.
So what Cowboys have the Colts on Sunday night, I think, next week.
Yeah, the Colts aren't that good though.
No.
I don't know how it seems like. I've never seen a team that seems like every week Dallas is playing at home to me.
Yeah, they're home again next Sunday night.
Again. Like, how come they're always home? They're home again. Let me go to the following week. Let's see. Then let's see where they go. Oh, then they go to Jacksonville. That's easy. Should be. But they'll probably lose that game. Then they got the Eagles. Oh, man, that Eagles game. I can't wait. Yeah. I can't wait. Like, dude, that's going to be nuts.
425, right?
If that's a situation where the Eagles win and clinch the division. Win and clinch. Oh, my God. Could you imagine winning and clinching on Christmas Eve in Dallas? Like, I should just retire. I should retire my channel. It doesn't get any better than that, Joey.
So what do you do after? So if they clinch, what do you do the rest of the rest of these games? Well, we're gonna have.
Well, you clinch division, then you have to focus on home field throughout the playoffs.
Oh, you're right.
So you just win division. You still have to win games, but
we're gonna get another primetime game from what looks like. There's rumors that the Eagles Giants might be flexed to. I don't know if it's gonna be the game in MetLife or the last game. One of those games is getting flexed.
I'll tell you what, it's a lot easier doing the 10 o'clock in the morning for me because I could do it and then do another game. I'll have to figure out what games I'm going to do next week. I don't know yet, but I know the Eagles play at 1, and so do the Giants. So I can't do that. I'll probably do this. I'll definitely stream the Eagles game. Probably going to stream that Sunday night game. So we'll have to figure out Shakedown if we do it.
We just do a late one if we got to do one.
Yeah, because I'm gonna probably stream that Dallas game. I always have fun watching them lose. Michael McNulty, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. Appreciate it. So yeah, I mean, I think that's about it, guys. They're 56 minutes in. It's late.
Yeah, a lot of stuff to do tonight.
You probably got videos to do still, right? I gotta go do a cigar video. That always takes a while to set up outside and everything. So, Eagles 10-1. We're very happy. I thought the offense was absolutely fantastic. I thought they were as good as I have no complaints about that. Defense, I think there's some things that we have to tighten up, and I think we have every ability to do it. But there are things that we can't overlook because we won. I'm
not overlooking any of this. The record. Because once the playoffs come, this record means nothing. At the end of the day, it means nothing. So,
right. But 10-1 is 10-1. You're 2.5 games up on Dallas, and everything's looking good for right now. So hopefully we get some good injury news, and we get ready for next week. 40 burgers, right? 40 burger. 40 burger. So with that said, if there's anything else you have to say, Joey, before we go.
No, that's it. I mean, I think we're good, man. We're 10-1, man. We got 10-1, double-digit wins. Can't complain.
Can't complain at all. So with that said, guys, we're gonna let you go. We're gonna let, as always, not winning. Go give yourself a Cobra Kai sweep the leg kick. What are you talking about? But we'll let you guys go. And of course, it is Cowboys choke season. It started officially Thursday. We don't know when it's going to happen, but we're in that window. It's like hurricane season. Like you don't know when the hurricanes are coming, but from this date to this date is when it happens. So we're watching it now. But with that said, we'll let Michael Anthony take us out as always. Peace. Talk to you guys later.
Peace.
Don't be a dingbat. Bye.
Play. We had one.
Yo, you gotta be motherfucking kidding.
You gotta be kidding me. We have no time for one more play.
Look at this motherfucker
What you doing?
running from
What you doing?
To get off the field on 3rd down.
What was that bullshit?
That is not right.
Kellen Moore, he's got to be better, man. He wasn't.
Oh, that's some bullshit. What was that? We had enough time for one more
We
play.
had an opportunity to win that game at the end.
But the referee screwed us.
This is
The brother screwed us.
I'm upset, but
The brother screwed
it
us.
is, man.
At least they fought back and tried.
Only Cowboys games.
You
The brother
literally.
screwed us. The brother screwed us.
It's going to end the way
We had opportunity